But then now we have this thing of the blood in the water. So they come to Jesus and they're not going to break his legs. They look and they go, wow, he's already dead. Verse 33 and 34. When they came to Jesus, they saw that he was already dead. They did not break his legs, but one of the soldiers pierced his side with a spear, and immediately blood and water came out. There's been a lot of talk and speculation about the blood and water, and different theologians have argued back and forth about maybe possible symbolism of it. Regardless of any of that, because we know that it is the blood of Christ that forgives our sins, I think there's something in addition here that really kind of shows the validity, the reality, the reliability of the Gospels and of the Christian message. Because we know today what they didn't know back then. So John is writing, and he's a witness. Remember, he's there. We were actually told previously that he was there standing at the cross with Mary. So he's there, and he sees blood and water come out. So he records blood and water came out. Well, now today, we actually know why that would be. Medically, there's an explanation. Jesus would have gone into what is called hypervolemic shock due to the blood loss and the dehydration. And whenever this happens, you actually form pockets of liquid, fluids around your heart and around your lungs. I believe around the heart, it's called pericardial effusion, and around the lungs, it's called pleural effusion. And so whenever they stabbed the spear, it not only would have been blood, but it would have pierced those fluids around the heart and the lungs, and so it would have looked like water pouring out of the wound. What's neat about that is it actually completely just eliminates some people's favorite arguments about the resurrection. We actually know that early on there were accusations that Jesus didn't really die, that they stole the body, and those sorts of things. Well, it's also popular nowadays in some circles to put forth what's called the swoon theory. That Jesus didn't really die. He passed out from the pain and the blood loss and everything, and they just thought he was dead. But then later he recovered from his wounds, and that's why he appears alive later, because he didn't actually die to begin with. Well, I think we can know for sure that this was not the case, because for starters, think a Roman soldier is going to know what a dead body looks like? I think they're pretty familiar with dead bodies, that when they look and go, hey, this guy's dead. But then they decide, just to be sure, let's stab him in the side with a spear. And they didn't just kind of stick him. They went in deep enough to get the lungs and the heart so that the fluid that had built up around them comes out of the wound. He was dead. There is no possibility of Jesus not being dead. And so some of the criticisms that critics like to put forward can't even get off the ground.